young man's body discovered inside a charred vehicle at the city's impound lot in North Memphis. Thanks for joining us. I'm Richard Ransom.
And I'm Pepper Baker. Now, we first told you about the deadly discovery at 10 last night, and today a Mississippi family believes the victim is one of their own. ABC 24's Scott Mattis is here now. And Scott, are authorities able to make the connection?
Horn Lake believes they have been able to make that connection. Good evening to you both. While the Shelby County Medical Examiner has not confirmed the identity of the victim, Horn Lake Police, like I said, believe him to be 20-year-old Jedarius Webb. Now, Webb's family also confirmed with me today. And a short time ago, I actually spoke to the victim's sister, who wants to remain anonymous. Just one day after it was announced that a body was found inside of a burnt-out car in the city's privately run impound lot, investigators with Memphis police arrived again. The family of the 20-year-old man Horn Lake police believe is the victim, Jedarius Webb, are confused.
He was a good person. He ain't mess with nobody. He ain't bought nobody. He ain't sell weed. He wasn't no gangbang. He wasn't no gang member. Everybody loved him.
Memphis police tell me on Saturday, July 20th, just before 4 o'clock in the morning, Memphis police made the scene of a fully engulfed vehicle fire at Weaver and Tully in South Memphis. They say after the fire was put out, photos were taken of the charred car and the vehicle was taken to the city's impound lot in North Memphis. But investigators did not notice any remains inside. The victim's sister tells me she received a call on Saturday that her brother was missing. And that's when the Webb family started searching.
We was out searching for him, high, low, whole time he was at the impound lot there.
Saturday mid-morning, Horn Lake police say the family of Jedarius Webb filed a missing persons report. Then, 2 days later, Monday morning, a Memphis police officer who specializes in vehicle identification discovered the charred remains of a body in the back seat of the car. Wednesday, the family of Jedarius Webb, nearly without words, searching for answers, remembering their heart, named Jedarius. If you had one thing to say to your brother, what would you say?
I love you. I love you. I love him real bad. Real bad. That was the last thing I told my brother. I love him.
All right, Memphis police tell me, based on the initial information, the case has now been investigated as a homicide. I also discovered MPD is conducting a routine internal review of this incident.
Man, we back with another crazy story out of Memphis about a body being found inside of a burnt car inside the Memphis impound lot. Now, they said this was a 20-year-old black man that was found in the back seat. But before they found the car burning, they didn't even check the inside of the car, which make this a crazy situation. Now, they say the 20-year-old that was found possibly could be the person that's missing from Horn Lake, Mississippi. Now, this is a crazy situation because I thought the police supposed to check the cars. I thought they're supposed to do a thorough investigation about something like this here. So let's run it back. Police got called to a scene where a car was burning. They put the flames out, but they didn't check the car for nothing. No evidence or nothing. So they were just saying like, oh, maybe they just put the car on fire because it was stolen or something. But I'm just trying to figure out how they not check the car. I thought that was just something that's not, you ain't got to be trained. That's normal to look throughout the car to see what else was going on. They do a thorough investigation when you get pulled over. They looking all in the back seat, in the trunk, under the seats, everything like that. But in this case, they didn't check a damn thing. So I'm trying to figure out, how did this even happen? But this ain't the first time this happened. They said it happened before, where a man had got gunned down and they towed a van to the Memphis impound lot. And then when his friend went to go pick the van up, he found his friend inside the car, still in the back seat. And and the family won a lawsuit because they said the man could have survived, but the Memphis Police Department didn't even do a thorough investigation. They didn't even check to see if anybody was in the back seat of the van at that time. So this is the second time. You had officers disciplined, officers suspended, and the sheriff at the time came under fire because this is something that you don't have to think about. This is something that automatically, like, you're going to look through. It's automatically like, okay, you see a fire or something happen, we're going to do an investigation on the vehicle. But like I said, this is crazy because this is a rare occasion that you see these type of things happening. But when you see the police pull people over, they thoroughly check your car for all kind of drugs and everything like that. But if somebody lose their life, y'all ain't doing no thorough check on the vehicle to see if somebody's still in the vehicle? That's crazy, man. But that lets you know on what type of police department that we dealing with. Memphis Police Department, mostly black. And in my opinion, I always think when you got a lot of black folks, they look over a lot of shit. A lot of these people just want a job, just worried about a check. They ain't worried about nothing else. But if it was drugs or some shit involved, some pounds, kilos or something, they were going to thoroughly check the car. But somebody dying in the car, they ain't going to thoroughly check it. Then y'all took it to the impound and still nobody noticed that somebody was deceased in the back of the seat of the car. This is a strange situation. And, you know, they said that they put other things in place like cadaver dogs and everything like that to go through and check the cars or whatnot, but you still have these type of situations going on. This is a crazy situation, but this the world we living in. You got police officers going to prison. You got police departments not doing thoroughly checks, not as family concerned about their loved ones. But I tell you, this is a lawsuit. You know, they going to get paid from this because this devastating. You would never think a police would put out a fire, drag a car to they impound, and somebody deceased in the back seat and nobody never know about it till days or weeks later. Wow, that's real crazy, man. But this the days we living in, where these police officers and departments, they really about themselves. And it depends on what the case is or what the situation is, pretty much how they gonna run their case. If it was money or drugs or something, they'd have did a thorough investigation. But I guess they see a lot of burnt cars, a lot of people stealing cars. They felt like, oh, it was just somebody trying to burn a car. You ain't think about somebody trying to burn evidence? Like, this crazy. So that just let me know that MPD not doing their job. They just out there, taxpayers paying for the cars and paying them for what services. They ain't doing shit. That's a terrible situation. I would not want to be nowhere around there where police don't even do a thorough investigation after your death or after something done happened. It's a scary situation for everybody else that's around Memphis. So now you know they ain't going to do no thorough investigation, especially if it ain't nothing involved for them. This is a crazy situation, and it make the department look real bad on top of everything else they've been having going on for the last couple of years. But this the world we living in, man. This the world we living in. How many other cases they looked over? How many other cases? Now they just open up a bigger situation for looking at everything else. Hold up. How many other cases that y'all looked over? How many missing people that's still out there that y'all don't really care about, these folks' families? Instead of telling them the case is continuing, but the person or whoever right in your face, and they can't see it. But if it was money or drugs or anything like that, they right up on top of it. But people losing their life, to them, it's nothing. That's what it looked like. That don't mean nothing to them. Your family members, nothing. And his sister said he wasn't part of a gang or nothing. He was a good person, loving family member, good heart, everything. But when it comes to other people, they don't care about that, you know. But I'm still wondering, like, how the hell did this happen? You know, but we'll keep updated on this story. But let me know what y'all think about this crazy story, man. 20-year-old found in an impound lot in Memphis, missing for days. Police get to the scene, put a fire out, didn't even check, didn't even investigate it. But like I said, this is another crazy situation. Like I said, they said more than 1,000 cars have been stolen in Memphis so far in 2024. So they was thinking it's just another stolen car that people trying to burn. You still got to investigate it. That's what your job title is. You can't just pull up to a scene and not do shit. Like, that's crazy. What the hell you got the badge for? Why is we even pulling up and you say you the police? But anything else, you going to try to find. Like I said, if it's money, drugs involved, something like that, they going to do a thorough investigation. Somebody lose their life, something like that, they don't give a damn. That's what it's looking like. But let me know what y'all think about this crazy story, man. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. But this the world we living in. We're in our last days. But like, share, subscribe. We going up. And I'll keep y'all updated on this story because this don't make no sense. A lot of people need to be fired. You know, they got to do something with the Memphis Police Department because this don't make no sense. Incident after incidents. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. We out.